Okay, so next we have SteamWorld Heist and SteamWorld Dig, the SteamWorld Collection. I got into these games on the Switch. I know they've been out on like 3DS and some other places, but these games are pretty dope. SteamWorld Dig is like a 2D roguelite where it's really short though. It's where you play this character named Rusty right there. It's in the future, and it's, you know, the world is full of a bunch of like SteamWorld like robots, and you're basically digging down and down and down. And as you dig down, you get items so you can go back to the surface and upgrade your pickaxe, your weaponry. You can dig down even further. It's interesting. It's like half resource based and half exploration. And oh yeah, this also contains. Wait, hold on. Oh, the SteamWorld Dig release also has a SteamWorld Dig 2 included as well, which is interesting. So that's the slipcover of it. The first game in this franchise was SteamWorld Dig. Yep, this one contains SteamWorld Dig 2 as a digital as well, but we'll see more of that in a moment. SteamWorld Dig is a platform mining adventure with strong Metroidvanian influences. Yep. Yeah, so this is a good game. You can get this really cheap most places. Probably like a few dollars, like $3 or $4 or so. And this is another manual, I guess so. And this is our inside art. It's like the town on the top, and that's Dorothy. She's one of the NPCs. Becomes more of a major character later on in the series. And that's the cartridge. Oh, so this is another just basic art book. Okay. Oh wow, concept. Yeah. Yep. Nice little game. Oh, actually, we'll keep that there. SteamWorld Heist. Now, this is the second game in the SteamWorld series that released. This one, instead of being a 2D roguelike Metroidvania type game, it's more of a 2D strategy game. And it's, instead of being on a planet, you're going from spaceship to spaceship, and you're basically bounty hunters, and you're raiding ships and taking over stuff. You play as Captain Piper and her ragtag team of fellow Steambots. And yeah, this one's really good. This is some people's favorite. This is probably like my second or third favorite game. It's really good though. I enjoy it. It took about 20 hours or so to finish, 15-20 hours. Here's another little, guessing is an art book, I believe. Here's our inside artwork, very cool. See some other characters as well. And there is the cartridge. Yep, concept art stuff. Crewmate. These are actual sketches. Hey. Locomoto. Yeah, all these steampunk designs are cool. It's like sci-fi steampunk put together. Very inspired. Oh, put that there actually. SteamWorld Dig 2. This is the fan favorite, and mine included. Basically, this is another take on the original SteamWorld Dig, but instead of being like procedurally generated roguelite-esque Metroidvania, this is full-blown Metroidvania, and the artwork is a lot better. And you play as Dorothy herself, like I showed from the first game. And yeah, it gets a bit more in depth, especially this character here. It gets much more in depth. This is in my opinion one of the most perfect sequels, because it builds off everything from that game, and it's just better in every way. Like, there's literally no drawbacks to this one compared to the first. And it's one of my favorite Metroidvanias of all time. It's very relaxing. It's got a great soundtrack too. I recommend you check it out. Look up El Camino. But yeah, and yep, that's the back again. Adventure waits below the surface. I need to do another playthrough. Let's see. Here's our inside, and the artwork's a bunch of sketches, like hand drawn. That's pretty cool. Is a tag in here? That's weird. SteamWorld Dig 2. There's our cartridge. And is this a map? Oh. No, this is like a small poster. Oh, this is cool. Missing Rusty. Yeah, that's right. That's the part of the story. Dorothy's looking for Rusty. He goes missing. And this little poster here. Platform mining adventure. Very cool. Very cool. I'm gonna make a SteamWorld Dig 3 one day. It'd be really nice. Alright. And then we have SteamWorld Quest, Hand of Gilgamesh. I'm not sure how many people have played this. You don't see talk about it much online. But this came out after these three did. And I would say it's equally as good as all of these games. And this is more of a turn-based card-based, turn-based RPG. So, and it's probably the only card deck building RPG game I've played. I know there's like Slay the Spire. I'm pretty sure this game is kind of influenced by Slay the Spire, but it's got its own story. And I think this is the farthest in the, or maybe is this farthest in the future? Or it doesn't matter. But yeah. Triumph over evil with the hand you've dealt, or you're dealt. Yep. So, yep, you have team member of up to, I think it's a party of up to 3, and then you have cards you can use. It's pretty forgiving, but it's not without its own challenge and difficulty. It's a fun little game, a fun little romp. Really like some of the builds you can do with it. And yep, and this is the inside. It's another. Is this an art book? Maybe. Not sure. It probably is. This is the art of all our main characters. I don't remember all their names, unfortunately, but yeah. And there's the cartridge. Definitely recommend this, especially if you liked any of the other games. Yep, that's another art book. It's another art book. You get the twins. They had an interesting character. It's a sellout. It's a good game, man. It's a very good game. This is the SteamWorld series. Now, there's a 5th game called SteamWorld Build, but I'm not really into base building type games like that, so I do not own the physical. Pretty much these games I either played or I anticipate playing. Speaking of anticipate playing, SteamWorld Heist 2. This came out just last year in 2024. They made a follow-up to SteamWorld Heist, which is a good idea because Heist has its own fans too. Like, some people like Heist over all of these games, really. Just a strategy people. But yeah, this one is basically, instead of being space and being like space pirates, this one you're landlubber pirates, or not landlubber, but you're in the water, in the ocean. I plan on playing this sometime this year as well. It's in my my backlog. I actually got it this year. I was kind of holding out because I was hoping they'll do a physical, because they've done a physical release, I think, for all of the SteamWorld games. Yeah, they have. This is the 6th in the series. But yeah, so all I know about it is that it's another take on the SteamWorld Heist. I don't know if how many people actually played this one, but I'm sure it's very good because these developers are very good. Thunderful, formerly were called Image and Form Games. But yeah, this is the SteamWorld. This is my SteamWorld collection on the Switch. Ugh. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Doom 2016, or just Doom, for the Switch. It's one of the first major third-party ports on the Switch. I think it's one of the first ones I bought myself, and did not regret not one penny spent. I think this was a full, was this $50 or $60? Oh man, I think it might have been a full $50. Can't remember right now. But yeah, I love this artwork. It's just red. It's like hell everywhere. It's beautiful. And of course we have Doomslayer just doing his thing. And this is the back. Fight like hell. Yeah, this is the full game on Switch. I believe the multiplayer is a separate download. Just keep in mind. But the full single player campaign is on this cartridge, which is great. which is great. And this is the artwork just in general. It's like a cyber demon. No, is that the cyber demon? Potentially, yes. But yeah, great game. I think the port's pretty good for the hardware. It gets a little blurry at times, but overall, plays great. I did get Doom Eternal on the Switch. I know that's insane. Why would you play this version over the others? Well, I like portable play, and this is ported by the same folks that ported Doom on the Switch as Panic Button, and they do great work. So I'm gonna get to this eventually. I don't know if it might be for a while, honestly. Because Doom: The Dark Ages comes out soon, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna get to this at this point. But I do plan on it. I play a little bit on PC though, on Game Pass, but I want to own it on Switch on the full cartridge. And yeah, it's like Doom 2016, but just a lot more going on. And it's sealed, because my rule of thumb is we don't open them unless we're collecting or we're gonna start the game. So yeah, I'll get to it eventually. Maybe I'll throw some gameplay on the channel one day. And let me know in the comments below. Pokemon Shield. I like this Pokemon game. It's not my favorite, but I wouldn't call it a bad Pokemon game. It kind of just started showing the beginnings of Game Freak not keeping up with technical expectations. But overall, I did like the, even though they take forever, I do like the raid battles, and I do like the Dynamax Adventures mode, which is DLC. Basically, you and 3 other people, whether they're humans or computer players, kind of go through a mini dungeon and just battle Pokemon. Always legendaries at the end of them, and then you can get the legendary and you can add to your collection. So it was cool. This one was all about Dynamax and big Pokemon and whatnot. And I like Shield more than Sword. So yep, this is the artwork. This is the map of Galar. It's the Galar region, which is based off of the UK and mostly England and Scotland. And that's the cartridge right there. Shout out to Grookey. Grookey gang. Alright, now this is one of the unsung Switch heroes. New Pokemon Snap, this is like a dream sequel to me. Like, I never thought we'll get another Pokemon Snap, because I love Pokemon Snap on Nintendo 64. It's definitely more of a niche experience. It really is just an on-rails photography simulator game. Like, for Pokemon, back in the day when they came out on Nintendo 64, that was a bigger deal, because, Pokemon was still very new in the late 90s. And there was less Pokemon, to choose from. So I think, now we're at like over 1,000 Pokemon. So they had to get really creative with what they wanted. But this one's really cool because not only does it add on, the on rails and, throwing apples or other items to interact and make Pokemon do different things for photos, you can go on different pathways in general. Like, there's whole different routes you can choose depending on if you do something in the previous run. You can get like 4 different type of pictures for each Pokemon. Yeah, it's really good. It even had some free DLC. This was a really good game. It's one of my, honestly, I think this is probably my favorite Pokemon game on Switch. Just as far as like overall, and it's probably the best looking Pokemon game, and it's made by Bandai Namco. So the folks that make Pokken. But yeah, I love it. It's really great. And yeah, a lot of good Pokemon taking pictures and doing neat interactions. Here's the inside artwork. Here's the cartridge. Pokemon Legend Arceus, or Arceus. I say Arceus, but apparently Pokemon say Arceus, but whatever. Yeah, this was it right here. This was kind of like a Breath of the Wild moment for the Pokemon series. It's the first time, I think, Game Freak making like a side game. But it's, I guess, I don't want to say canon, but it's considered a mainline game, even though it's single player only. This one was all about like ancient Sinnoh region, which they call Hisui in this game. And you can choose not only a lot of the 4th generation Pokemon from like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, but you can choose Pokemon from other generations, up to, I want to say, 6th gen, maybe? But yeah, it's probably up to 5th gen. But yeah, overall, this is a really great experience. Visually, not the best either, but the gameplay loop of just going out in the world from third person, walking, crouching, dodging Pokemon that may attack you and just catching them, never got old. And yeah, it's really great. And I can't wait for the Pokemon Legends ZA, which is another version of this coming out this year, especially on Switch 2. I cannot wait. It's gonna be great. So this is the back artwork. Action meets RPG in a new kind of Pokemon adventure. Yeah, it is definitely a new Pokemon adventure. And here's the artwork in typical fashion. It's the map of Hisui, which is basically just Sinnoh. So for the Sinnoh heads, you should recognize the areas like that. And this is the cartridge for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Alright, we're getting some more RPGs here. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I don't know if you all remember when this was like leaked, and it just seemed like such a fever dream of an idea. Think Ubisoft making a strategy RPG similar to XCOM with Mario characters and Rabbids characters cosplaying as Mario characters. This shouldn't work on paper, and yet it does. Very good game. As you know, they touted up there over 50 E3 awards and nominations. Yeah, this is a great game, honestly, and it looks pretty good on the Switch. And the music is all done by Grant Kirkhope, so very good soundtrack as well. This is a really good game. Yeah, I mean, it was in the first year to Switch, and it sold really well. That's why we got a sequel. Mario and the Rabbids team up for an epic adventure. They somehow made me not hate the Rabbids. That is a feat in itself. Pixel Pack, I already been redeemed that. It's been years. But other than that, there's no artwork, unfortunately, because Ubisoft does not care. And here's the cartridge. This also got DLC, the Donkey Kong DLC. Very good as well. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. So I'm gonna be honest, when this first got announced, it was an exciting announcement, but I didn't really feel compelled to play like a whole new, full game of this gameplay. So I only got this it's not written on here, but I only got this just to play the Rayman Focus DLC that came out like much later. So I played this back in 2023. Got it for a good deal, about $20-$25. But yeah, maybe one day I'll go through the full game. I don't think I ever redeemed these. Well, if you got them, you got them. But yep, again, no art because Ubisoft does not care. Wait, actually, hold on. There's two? What's that? Oh, okay. It's just another thing behind it. And here's the cartridge. Boom. Super Mario RPG. I actually played this for the first time this year. This was one of the few backlog games, or a couple, I should say, I played this year so far. And what a delight it is. I really enjoyed the turn-based combat. It felt like truly checking out 90s era Squaresoft, or Square Enix as it is now. And yeah, it's great. It's a really good remake. I never played the original, but this is a really good remake. And yeah, the visual style is great. The music is fantastic. The sense of the humor style in this is good. It's kind of like cartoonish slapstick with its comedic timing, and I don't know, it really got me. It's not anything like super in-depth or thought-provoking, but it's just funny. It's a charming game. The greatest thing about this RPG though is how streamlined it is. Like you don't get a lot of padding. It really keeps up a consistent pace the whole way through, and you can knock it out within 15 hours, if that, maybe a little less. Very good game. Shout out to Mallow, he's actually pretty good in this too. But yeah, and this is also the map of this world. Very weird world, by the way. And this is the cartridge, the classic writing with the white background and Mario standing to the side. Cool. I know a lot of people saw it as like a Dream remake or Dream re-release. So shout out to them that grew up with Super Mario RPG. But this game I grew up with 100%. Bow. Well, this is Paper Mario: The 1000-Year Door. However, This is the Japanese release. I got this on a good deal from Play Asia. They will sometimes do their 3 for $100 deal. So if there's a few games you want to scoop, and they're, buy, they're Japanese games or non-Western games, that's a good place to order them from. So yeah, they call it Paper Mario RPG in Japan, but this is Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. This is the exact same artwork as what we got here in America, but just change that to Thousand-Year Door, and we don't use 0 rating. We're in America. We use ESRB. But yeah, and this is the back. It's in all Japanese. I can't read this. But, it's Mario and Friends. And, wait, what is this? Something for Japan. It's not for us. But yeah, and this is the artwork. This is supposed to be the, what is this? The map of the Rogueport area. And, drawn out within the game's, lore. And this is the cartridge, Paper Mario RPG. Yeah. I'm just glad this came back, too. This was, one of the best GameCube games. Literally a top 5 GameCube game. Okay, here we go. Getting to the last bits here. Streets of Rage 4! If you're a beat 'em up fan, you haven't played this, I don't know what you're doing. You gotta go check this out. Streets of Rage 4, fantastic. Has a bunch of new music, some by the legendary Yuzo Koshiro, and we even got some by my guy T. Lopez. It's great, man. It's great. It's a fantastic follow-up. Emu did their thing. Shout out to them. They really did their thing with this game, y'all. Yeah. 26 years later, the legendary series Streets of Rage is finally back with a brand new episode. Yeah. It's really great. Really great, and it feels like it really feels like a fighting game as you go along too. Okay, so actually this is the main artwork. This release was published by Merge Games. Merge Games is based out of Europe, if I recall correctly. This is the reverse cover. This is actually based on the main artwork for the game, the main key art. And there is a second release of this with the, Mr. X Nightmare DLC. But yeah, this is the main artwork for the game. Yeah, very good, very good. Oh, and this is this is it as well. And this is the cartridge. Streets of Rage. Alright, Street Fighter, the 30th Anniversary Collection by Capcom. So this has yeah, here we go. Celebrate 30 years of Street Fighter. When did this release? 2018. That's right, 2018. And I think I got this in 2019. I think I got this in 2019. But yeah, so this is pretty much a re-release of all of these Street Fighters. You get Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter. Which Street Fighter is that? Street Fighter 2. I forgot what that one is. Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Street Fighter 3 the new generation, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, the legendary one itself. So yeah, this is pretty much has all the games on one cartridge. Capcom does not care about inside artwork either. This is the cartridge. But yeah, these all play really good. This is pretty much I missed out on all the classic Street Fighters growing up somehow. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, this is cool. It's a cool way to play it portably and everything. Some of these have online play as well. I have no idea how populated they are today or not. I can't tell you. I only play these casually in arcade mode or training. But yeah, great collection. Alright, here's another sealed one. Capcom Fighting Collection. This pretty much is the Darkstalkers collection. Darkstalkers, Night Warriors, Vampire Hunter, Vampire Savior 2, Super Street Fighter 2, Hyper Street Fighter 2, the Anniversary Edition, Red Earth, Gym Fighter, Cyber Beast? Cyberbots? What does that say? Cyberbots, okay. And then Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo again. So yeah, this is an interesting release. This is mostly like Darkstalkers fighting games and some, I guess, obscure beat 'em ups as well. I have this on Steam. That's why I keep it sealed, because I realize these will probably be worth something in the future. So I'm keeping them sealed. So no cartridge. I apologize for that. I do apologize. So sorry. I've actually thought about opening this one, even though I have it on Steam. But Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Bro, this was honestly one of those. This is a dream release for me. Not only was it just bringing back Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but this has all the Capcom era arcade fighters for Marvel. It's fantastic. It's got X-Men Children of the Atom, The Punisher, which is a beat 'em up game. It's kind of a random addition, but me and a friend played it. It's on my second channel actually, and it's a fun romp. You can knock it out in like 25 minutes. Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, what does that say? I can't remember. I can't see it. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. So, yeah, this is an excellent collection. I can tell you that much, even based off the Steam one. Shout out to Capcom and Nintendo being the first to announce this on the Nintendo Direct. Very cool. And oh yeah, this version, or I think all the physical releases come with a comic book included in English only. Again, it's sealed. I might open it one day though, if I want to play on console. But great collection, man. Great collection. If you're a Marvel fan, you like fighting games, come on now. It's a no-brainer. Also, for those that might be checking this and are MCU fans but didn't grow up in the 90s or early 2000s with these type of games. These games are probably the reason why a lot of people recognize like Captain America and Doctor Doom and other characters that aren't Spider-Man or Hulk or the X-Men. So yeah, that was pretty much the best way to get your Marvel outside of comic books pre-MCU. Oh yeah, this is the GOAT right here. Sonic Mania Plus. Well, this is the Plus release, which was the physical release. When this originally came out, this was a digital. But yeah, this is the reverse cover I have. It looks like the Sega Genesis art. I love it. As a kid that grew up with Sega Genesis around me, yeah, it's fire. And I'm a Sonic fan. I love 2D Sonic. And this is Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails going through Studiopolis. And Sonic is back. This is pretty much looking like the classic Sega Genesis boxes back in the day. This is pretty much how they styled them. Big bowl with like a red border. And this version, the Plus version, brought in Ray, the flying squirrel, and Mighty the armadillo as 2 more characters to play as. Oh yeah, Sega Shop. I mean, it's already expired. But yeah, the Sega Shop is cool. They have some good stuff on there. I can actually just take it out. Yeah, so this is the actual artwork right here. I just like the other side because, Sega Genesis. But I'll show you all how it looks. Yep, this looks more like the actual artwork for the game. 2 new characters and all new Encore mode. Oh yes, Encore mode is with the Plus edition. That's basically going through the same levels, but they remix them and they have like a different palette. Like Green Hill Zone is in the afternoon, Chemical Plant is at night, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Probably the best, might be the best Sonic game release ever. Or it's up there. It's a top 5 release. Especially if you're a 2D fan. Oh, and then of course there's the cartridge. My GOAT! My GOAT! Love it so much. Guess we're kind of going through the Sega bit, more or less. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Mania. This was a cool release too because I always rented the Super Monkey Ball games on the GameCube. Back in the day, but I never really owned them. But I always really liked them. They were super fun to play and very fast, and you have to manipulate the physics to roll your monkey characters like I here and collect all the bananas and get to the goal. Very good. But this is a remake of the first 2 Super Monkey Ball games, which are pretty much the originals, the OGs. and it's a faithful remake for the most part. The physics are a little different, but you still got to use skill to get stuff done. Yeah, and oh yeah, right, cosmetic pack. Forgot about that too. And yep, so this is the inside artwork. Very cool. Oh, I like this. Yeah, that's right. So this is the bottom is supposed to be the original designs for the characters, and then the top are the new age designs up to this point of this release. This came out like 3-4 years ago. But yeah, love it. Gotta love our monkeys. Oh, and here's the cartridge. Banana Mania. Banana. Speaking of banana. Here we go. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Rumble. This is the brand new Monkey Ball game. This is like these, except this is all brand new stuff. This release, I mean, I made a video. This is my top 5 favorite of last year in 2024. This release, I'm gonna still say it to this day, heavily slept on. I think heavily slept on. This one doesn't have mini games like the originals do. This one has like a bunch of multiplayer modes online, like for like multiple people, and it's kind of hit and miss really. It performs poorly. I hope that this gets some boosts on Switch too. But the main campaign though is flawless. I got no issues. Well, okay, there's one level that's like feels purposely bad, but other than that, 99% of the adventure mode is fantastic. You can also do adventure mode fully co-op online or local with up to 4 people. It's very cool, underrated, very great. There's a lot of characters you can use. They keep adding Sega characters and other weird crossover characters like Godzilla of all things. But yeah, Sega's having fun with these. I'm glad they finally made a new one. I hope it sold well enough though. We don't know if it did. But yeah, this is the slipcover release for the physical. Let the rumble begin. Yep, so we're gonna take this out then. This is an adventure book. We're not gonna, just mostly artwork and talking about the characters. But yeah, this is the actual case. So artwork. It's the back again. It's the inside. Oh yeah, banana suit. God, so many inserts. Here's our, this is like, oh yeah, this game has cutscenes for the adventure mode. Kind of like how the original games did, but it's just the monkeys making the ooh, ooh, ah, ah type noises, the cutesy noises. And this is the cartridge as well. Don't keep sleeping on it, y'all. Don't keep sleeping on it.